topic of today's lecture is Freedom Society.
아무튼 오늘 강의 주제는 자유사회입니다.
And this title may sound like a political philosophy or a doctrine, but it's actually 100% theology. And it's an interesting topic to discuss, especially since we are a religion. The Unification Church is a religion, and the Unification Foundation is a supporting organization to the Unification Church. But one of the things which the Unification Church theology has, as we continue to study what we call our divine principle, it has some natural conclusions which it comes to about what the state of the world will be and what is the state of the ideal world in which God desires for mankind to live in. So this is what we want to explain to all of you, is what is the natural conclusion of our theological interpretation of the Bible. I know that many of you may have different faiths or different religious beliefs, but that's fine. But what is important is for you to understand what is the perspective of the owners of your company. Because it will give you a clear view as to where we are going as an organization and what we are promoting for the betterment of the entire society. So the title of today's lecture is the Freedom Society.
그래서 오늘 강의 주제는 자유사회입니다.
It's a vision for building God's ideal world. Then what is God's ideal world? It is the Freedom Society.
그것이 자유사회입니다.
It is a society in which the citizens own about 90% of everything. It is a society where the government exists but is limited to only about 10%. Because remember, in the Garden of Eden, the archangel always exists and is necessary for the creation of that ideal world. But the difference between the ideal world and the world of evil and hell is that the role of government is restrained and contained as the servant of the people. And that government can never leave that position. Throughout human history, religions have always supported the structure of a state. But unfortunately, because the theology of religion has not been completed yet, the unfortunate reality of history is that religion has supported the existence and the perpetuation of tyrannies and of dictatorships throughout history. And so if there is to be a world of eternal freedom, a world where God's kingdom can last for 1,000 years, 10,000 years, a religion must emerge which can provide the theological justification for that type of society and that type of state. And that is the role of the religion of the Lord of Second Advent. It is to teach the people what is the nature of the fall at the national level. To teach how free people lose their freedom and become dominated by dictators and tyrants. So that free people and free societies will no longer be seduced by the temptations of big government. That is why the members of the Unification Church, we stand for freedom.